Good morning. So we went and bought this new camera. It's a DJI Pocket 360, DJI Pocket 3, and we bought it yesterday. And this is my first time ever using the camera. I figured what I would do is give everybody a review on ease of use for this for somebody who's not a videographer. The only other camera that we shoot with, I'll actually show it to you. So up to this point, if you follow our channel and you've watched our Hawaii video, we filmed it all on this. Insta360. Aside from that, we've been using cell phones. And we're a newer channel, so by no means am I a professional videographer. So these aren't cameras that I get my hands on and I just automatically know every single setting and how it's supposed to go. So if you're out there and you're thinking about buying one of these cameras for vlogging or just filming vacations, I'm going to test that out today. And you're going to see the first time I ever use it, not after I learn how to use it. So I can give you guys some tips. I've watched a few videos of people doing tips and tricks on how to film with it and the settings and stuff, so I don't look like a complete idiot. But so what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you around Baldwin Park, which is where my wife and I live. So again, if you don't know our channel, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but we just moved down here to Orlando, and our channel focuses around travel. So we've done some cruises. We did Hawaii cruise. We did the theme parks here in Florida, so mainly Disney more than Epcot, or more than Universal, and videos on beaches and restaurants and all those kind of things. So we thought that this camera would be a really good addition. The video quality, as a 1-inch sensor, we thought that the video quality would enhance our videos. This is our next step up in the evolution. We're a pretty new channel, so we wanted to increase our video quality and give ourselves the ability to get some better cinematic shots, which I'm sure, this looks pretty good to me, all right? So we're going to go and test it outside in the light, and I'm going to give you a tour around Baldwin Park. I should probably go get dressed, and I'm going to finish drinking my coffee. Talk to you then. Magic. We're ready. All right. So what made us choose Baldwin Park? My wife and I both moved here from Pennsylvania, and we lived in a 3-bedroom house up there. And one of the downsides, and we both work from home. So, why the heck do we live in Pennsylvania, where 1, it's expensive to live, and 2, there's absolutely nothing to do, okay? So, what we decided was we wanted to move down to Florida. And how I got her here is that my wife is big on Disney, okay? I am also. It's like, if we move down here, we can get season tickets to Disney. So that's how I got her down here to Florida. We've been here for 2 months. So we're really happy that we chose what we did. We are, if you watched our apartment video, we chose the one that's the furthest from Disney. So it's about 30 minutes. Let's just get on the highway and drive. It's no big deal. Highways here are pretty good. Nice and easy compared to Pennsylvania and Philadelphia. So we looked at a couple different apartment buildings because we wanted to downsize to an apartment. Okay. And what we decided upon was an apartment that is in a community like you're about to see. Now, we live with MAA Baldwin, but there's people that own houses here there are other apartment companies that have apartments here, but and this is our neighborhood. And I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to show you our gym or our swimming pool because you might not live with MA Baldwin if you came down here. You might be in a different apartment complex, or you might buy a condo or buy a house. I just kind of want to show you the area. Okay, so if you are in an apartment, good morning. You will have access to gyms and pools and all those great things. But we have our own grocery store here. So there's a Publix on premises. If you're not familiar with Publix, it's like your local grocery store. And then in the middle is Lake Baldwin. You can go down to this lake and there's a huge 3-mile trail that goes around it. And I walk down and walk this every single morning. So I'm trying to drop a couple LBs now that I'm down here in Florida and there's beaches. So, also in the middle of the lake, or the Baldwin Park, is this little main strip that's really cool, and that's where I'm going to walk you first. And we're going to do it in real time. I'm not even going to cut the video so you can see how close it is. So you see I'm at the grocery store right now. So 4 minutes and 20 seconds in from my front door, I'm walking to the grocery store. Everything here is extremely walkable. Everything's manicured, and the grocery store is right over here. Grocery store, super nice, and it has like its own like liquor store off to the side here, if you do indulge. But as we get down here, closer to the front, you're gonna see the main strip, and there's restaurants, there's breweries, they're all pet friendly. Like you can take your dog inside here. There's a brewing company down here called Tactical. And I constantly see giant dogs in there just sitting at the bar, you know? Alright, so we're down here in the main strip, and I don't know if the camera's doing this wobble when I'm walking. I heard a few people say that it tends to do that, and to be fair, I would normally not use this camera to shoot the shots. I was just filming there. I would use my Insta360 camera. It doesn't have any, we don't have to worry about that. It's digital stabilization. This camera has a gimbal, so it's not going to do that. So I would normally use this camera for filming similar to this, or if you were going to stand and film a shot and deliberately move slowly. But when I walk, I'm not sure if it's wobbling. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just professional. Big plus for me. Got 5 guys on premises, and they pour about the heaviest regular fry you ever saw. You get a whole bag of French fries from them. CBD store, Vision Doctor, a hair cuttery, and then over here is the cafe. Now it says Tudo Cafe. It's actually called Baldwin Park, and it's a replica of the Friends coffee shop. I'm not going to walk over there. There's a bunch of people sitting outside, and dogs and all that kind of stuff are in there. So kind of just wanted to give you guys a quick little walk down. A jewelry store, which based off the size of the store, I assume I can't afford anything inside, but it's there. And yeah, this is all just, I'm at an 8-minute walk at the moment. So all this is within walking distance. All this stuff stays open until like midnight on the weekends. So it's just really nice. This over here, this is the freaking grocery store. So over here, there's a liquor store for Publix, and then the grocery store's over here. But this little area down here does have some shops. And we have a Michelin star Chinese restaurant. This little place called Blue Jackets is pretty good. Food here is real good. Your drinks are too pricey. Blue Jackets, bring it down. Got like a karate shop here. Just little mom and pop shops here. All this is down the strip, but very walkable, very nice. And this is why we chose this over a cheaper apartment complex, which was actually closer. I don't know if you'll be able to see inside. There you go. See if I can't tip this out for you. This is Tactical. Nice little brewery inside there. They don't sell any food, but you can bring your own food. I've literally DoorDashed 5 guys to the brewery before. Italian restaurant, not a huge fan. We tend to stick with Lazy Moon down here, so if you guys move down here, go down the strip, there's a really good pizza place called Lazy Moon, and then there's I think 3 different Michelin star udon and ramen restaurants right down the street here. Zaru is the one we like the most. So if you live in the area, go to Zaru. Also hit up Gideon's Cookies. You're welcome. Again, if the camera is doing this, you're either gonna have to walk really slow and deliberate, or you're gonna have to use a different camera for these type of shots. Now, if you're filming a selfie like this, and it's wobbling, that's not gonna matter as much. People aren't gonna notice that. And if you can see this thing tracks your face, it's pretty sweet. So, filming this way isn't gonna matter so much. It's if you're trying to walk like this, and this is the only camera you're using, it might be a problem. Because that constant bounce, you're gonna have to walk like super slow. And I doubt you're gonna wanna walk around an entire theme park. Like, you don't understand, I'm walking like a ninja right now. You're not gonna wanna walk around a whole theme park like that. You're just gonna wanna walk, right? So, you might need to have a second camera for that kind of thing, which we use the Insta360. I'd highly recommend the camera. It's really good. It has some limitations. Video quality is not nearly as good as this, but this is our, I mean, look at this. Every morning. How many alligators do you think's in there, guys? Probably a lot. Probably a lot of alligators. So, that's Baldwin Park, man. Look at that. Why would you want to live in just some cinder block apartment building instead of that? We were actually looking at one that was in Lake Buena Vista. Hold on. User error. Yeah, there we go. So we were actually looking at one that was in Lake Buena Vista, which is right where Epcot and Disney Springs, which is the places we honestly visit the most. Epcot's my favorite. My wife, she's a Magic Kingdom person. I don't fault her for that. I just like Epcot. I think that's like the Disney adult park. It's got Guardians of the Galaxy. If you never rode that ride, you should ride that ride. But Disney Springs is where they have it's free to get in. All kinds of restaurants, Raglan Road, amazing Irish pub down there. Get good fish and chips, steakhouse. There's a place that was 2 miles away from there. It was cheaper. And the problem with it was just a giant, like, half circle of cinder block apartment buildings. And I was like, if we're living here, you're gonna spend all day trapped inside your apartment. Unless you get in your car and drive somewhere. Here, I can go days without getting in my car. And look, I can go and I can walk trails and walk down to the grocery store. I don't do that, but I could. So I don't feel like carrying the groceries, but walk down to a restaurant. If I feel like getting a beer and watching the first quarter of a football game, I can walk down to one of the 3 bars and catch the football game. Yeah, that's why I think Baldwin Park's the best. So if you're thinking about moving down here, they do have 1 bedroom all the way up to, I believe, 3 bedroom apartments, townhouses. You can buy houses here. They're real expensive. Millions of dollars. They have like condos and all kinds of stuff, but they keep track of all this stuff. It's super nice. But heck yeah. This is where I'm going to leave you off with the vlog. And I'm just going to play around with this camera on my 3-mile walk. So, don't at me. I'm not color grading this film yet. You can shoot this camera in D-Log. So if you don't know what D-Log is, you can film it and it'll make it super flat. So all the saturation's gone. And then you have the ability in post-production to go in and color grade it and make it look however you want to. However, I'm not going to do that for a video like this. So I would just tell you use the auto setting. That's what this is. If you're trying to make like a legit video, like I'm sure you'll see me color grade videos and you'll notice the difference. It'll be way less saturated. So in general, like most of the time people won't always saturate their images and make them real sharp. It's actually not very cinematic. So if you watch a lot of professional YouTubers, you'll notice saturation's down a lot, or just movies in general. So just know you have the ability to do it with this camera. It's pretty nice that you can do that for a camera that's as inexpensive as this is. So, all right, I'm going to stop rambling. And if you're not subscribed, man, subscribe. You'll like it. You'll like our channel. Come hang out with us.